Hey everybody, welcome to the ReCoop. I'm Cooper Daniels and I'm a guy that knows a little about a lot. And today is my weekly AlgoRANT. Let's get into it. First off, how are you doing? What's going on? The markets are pumping. Why are you so upset? You know what I'm saying? Huge partnership in India. They're partnering up with T-Hub, Siwa, the Clinton Foundation, AlgoRANT Foundation dropped a picture on Twitter with Hillary Clinton smiling it up, folks. Dropped a picture on Twitter and told all the crypto Twitter, cope, bitches. Cope. Oh my God. We're going to talk all about that. But before we do that, let's dive into the stats. Algo sitting at number 33, nearly 29 cents with an over $2 billion market cap. It's up 25% over the last 7 days. Will it last? Will it pump over 30? Where is it going? I have zero idea. I have very little confidence in this economy, but I will say, you know, crypto seems to be performing differently than the stock market. This is a new thing. I wonder what that's about. I'm bracing for impact, but I am not short on anything, folks. I'm holding, I'm neutral, I'm waiting with cash on the side, and I'll add if something crazy happens. If it doesn't happen, I'm feeling good. I bought myself some at 16. I took profit around 25 cents. Oops, it's okay. I'm pretty sure I'll get back under 25 cents. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we're headed. Maybe it's going. I know some of you are super bullish. Then on DeFi Llama, Algo is sitting at number 14 with 208 million TVL. That's up over 241% over the last 30 days. It's super close to Osmosis and even close to Solana. Could potentially flip Solana very soon. Now, I think we should talk about the news of the day. Algorand is definitely delivering, folks. And now they have a huge partnership in India with T-Hub, which is a major premier innovation hub in India. They have corporate partners like Amazon Web Services, Meta, Microsoft, Cisco, on and on and on. This is the place to be in India for innovation, and that is huge for startups in India using exclusively the Algorand blockchain, folks. They're launching masterclasses in their universities over there. They're going to help them learn how to transition traditional businesses, Web 2 businesses to Web 3. And if you didn't know, India is set to pass China this year as the most populated country. And Algorand is directly in the middle of that, providing much needed infrastructure, blockchain technology to help make all of this more efficient, to help with climate change, all of the things that Algorand sets out to do and is capable of doing with their industry-leading technology. All right. And also, part of this deal, came with this picture. I'm sorry, I don't know why this picture tickles me so much. Oh man, it's just because it's so absurd. You know what I mean? This is so absurd. But look, when I look at this picture, I think a lot of things, folks. I think a lot of things. But I thought it might be fun to tell you the top 3 things that I think when I look at this picture. 1, Algorand is definitely delivering on their promise of governmental and institutional adoption. 2, the guy, I know the guy. He's really nice. He lives down the street from me. They all look super happy. Fucking there's Hillary Clinton, right? And then 3, Stacey Warden is most definitely delivering on her promise to get some of you to sell your algo. So, but what is this partnership, right? What is it? Why is it? And why Clinton Foundation? And what do I actually think about it is what we're going to talk about. But before we talk about what I actually think about it, I'll just tell you what it is. So it's a partnership with Siwa. Siwa is the Self-Employed Women's Association. Siwa is the largest trade union in India with 2.1 million female workers. They've been operating for over 50 years, helping self-employed women workers. And Algorand has become the tech partner for a new $50 million fund called the Climate Resilience Fund. And that Climate Resilience Fund was launched by the Clinton Foundation. One of the main things, and this is something that you're going to see a lot of from Algorand, is they are heavy in the carbon offset, carbon credit marketplace, right? They have a partnership with Climate Trade. Climate Trade uses the Algorand blockchain for their carbon credit marketplace. Do you guys know what a carbon credit is? I'll tell you. A carbon credit is, one carbon credit equals 1 ton of carbon taken out of the atmosphere, or 1 ton of carbon prevented from going into the atmosphere. Now, marketplaces like Climate Trade, which use Algorand, they have a full-on marketplace where you, a corporation that uses that puts a lot of carbon into the atmosphere, can go onto this marketplace and buy carbon credits to offset your footprint, right? It's a marketplace where, different projects sell carbon credits, like a hydropower project in Turkey, or a removing plastic from the ocean in Brazil, or a wind farm in China, or it goes on and on and on, all the different projects that you can do. Now, apparently, the Algorand Foundation, the Clinton Foundation, sees opportunity for women in India to utilize carbon credits to help fund them. Right? Maybe they're already doing things that are good for carbon, pulling carbon out, and then they're going to help these people get into these marketplaces and have additional revenue. Is my interpretation of this partnership. There's probably more to it, but they highlighted in the article this carbon credit aspect, right? Algorand's transaction fees includes always, every transaction fee, a portion of that fee goes to buying carbon credits to offset Algorand's footprint. And if you remember last year, Algorand shut down Times Square to highlight, Algorand and the green blockchain. So this is something that is very important to the mission of Algorand. And India is a massive market. Like I said earlier, they are about to flip China this year in population. This is a massive opportunity. We're already seeing Algorand get foothold in Italy, now India. This is insane. Now, a lot of you out there, before I continue and I talk about the Clinton Foundation and Hillary Clinton and all this thing, I think it's important maybe for me to kind of lay it out there real quick. When it comes to me and politics, I am going to stay out of it, folks. I'm not interested in it. I'm not interested in what side you like. I probably don't agree with you. That's the thing. It's because I really don't care about politics. I am very disillusioned about politicians. I have no interest in personality politics or conspiracy theories or non-conspiracy theories. I just don't care. At this point, I really don't trust any of them, and I'm just looking at what they are trying to do, and if I agree with that. And if it weighs more, then I'll probably vote for them, because I'm very pragmatic. I'm very pragmatic and not optimistic. I do know that democracy is better than not democracy, and that's it. There are things that I can be an impartial observer and talk about, right? People are going to use these open source public networks however they want. Now, you're going to say, well, does the Algorand Foundation need to team up with the Clinton Foundation? This is absolutely a terrible idea. I'm sure many of you believe that, and for good reason. I mean, I can't imagine that the Algorand Foundation is unaware that them teaming up, taking a picture with Hillary Clinton and teaming up with the Clinton Foundation on this $50 million climate fund isn't going to alienate probably 75% of crypto Twitter. And if you go look through the comments, you're seeing a lot of people saying they're going to sell their algo. A lot of people do not want anything to do with the Clintons. They do not want to be affiliated at all with the Clintons. So that does make the decision a little suspect, if you ask me. But in the end, folks, I'm not here for the political purity or the purity at all of any of the individuals that come in, or any of these individuals that run something like a foundation, right? This is a decentralized, open source, public blockchain, right? Any of this can happen. The foundation isn't Algorand, and they're just facilitating partnerships so people use Algorand. There's definitely a case to be made. Why would you put Algorand and its holders in this situation? Why would you test its holders for this partnership? I mean, it makes me believe that that is part of the grand plan. And if you were worried about Gary Gensler coming in and calling that and accusing Algorand of being a security, well, maybe it brings you comfort. You're like, well, sure, Algorand is playing with the big boys. You know what I mean? My thesis for Algorand from the beginning was that it was going to become number 3 through these government and institutional partnerships. It was going to climb and become the chosen one because of Gary Gensler and Sylvia Macaulay's partnership, and MIT, and the respect that Sylvia Macaulay demands from people, and the trust that his stature will bring to all of these relationships. I have always thought that Algorand was going to climb up to number 3 as that third alternative that did more things like this. So what am I complaining about? It's actually executing on its mission. That's what I'm saying. Is that what you're saying? You might be saying, hell no. Hey, this weekend I'll be releasing the second ReCoop recap. I think that's going to be the title of the show. Right now I'm calling them rehearsals. So this will be the second rehearsal for the ReCoop recap this weekend. I've gotten incredible feedback. I'm going to start incorporating that feedback. And if you want to help the ReCoop, keep going and keep growing, you can donate to coindrive.recoup.algo or recoup.podcast.algo. All right, everybody. All right. Hey, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and yeah, thank you for watching. Do your homework.